Hello, I'm Grubfist. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Avowed. Now, last time I was leveling mostly. Were doing some quests in Shatterscarp. That's the name of the place around the city of Thirdborn, which, according to Kai, means or was founded because it was like a bunch of people who had no inheritances, no significant inheritances and just wanted to go start something, hence the name Thirdborn. Um, I kind of thought it was because it was like the third city established or something. Anyways, there is something about an Archmage. I think we're technically high enough level for it, but you know what else we're high enough level for? A lot of the bounties I picked up that I hadn't done. I only did like one, I think one bounty. Um, And then we also helped that guy poison his two friends. I thought he was going to poison all three, but he didn't. There may have been a way to prevent it. I don't know. I wanted to go check his lighthouse, but I was 4 hours in, and I was just kind of like, fuck it. Anyways, oh yeah, he also gave me a ring, and I need to look at the stats of that ring. Anyways, let's go. I learned I can keep the music off by just not being tapped into it. This game has good music. Alright. Let's see here. We got a ring. A ring. Prosperity's Fortune? Is that it? I think it was this. Critical hit chance increases with your total wealth. That's kind of dope. Access to valuable gems are embedded into the outside of this thick golden ring. All it seems like it should be worth an emperor's ransom at first glance. Closer inspection reveals these gems are in fact pieces of colored glass. Hey. Colored glass makes some really pretty jewelry. And the ring itself is copper-plated in a thin layer of gold. The only thing real about this ring is the odd enchantment that grows in power as its owner's coin purse grows in weight. That's interesting. Also, don't hate on rings like that. Look, the goal of a ring is to be pretty, isn't it? Anyways. As long as it holds together. Anyways. I like how I'm still wearing this, like, really low-level thing that's just, like, 20% more money, because I'm a greedy bastard. But also, I don't really care about the Ring of Prosperity's Fortune, because it's still a crit ring, and I still think crit, while that's an interesting mechanic, I'm not a fan of crit, in general. So, I'm going to leave that be and continue to keep these really low-level rings that just give me flat stat increases in stats I like, and I will continue to hope for more stat rings. Anyways, alright, let's see, where were we? Got the Totem of Revelations, this is the Totem of Whale, or Wall, or whatever, I don't remember how you pronounce his name. I remember it being different from what I thought, though. Alright, so we did that one, but we didn't do any of these, and none of them have the you're too low level or gear or whatever it is, marker on them anymore. And then we found this treasure map, which appears to be near that tower that I did that whole quest in last time. Oh yeah, it was the fucking gross thing. Gross leather armor that's like necromancy bullshit. So I need to get it and destroy it. I guess I can do that first. Oh yeah. We were need to turn in this quest. All the badges.
Thank you for returning. I wish I could say I didn't actually need your help, but I do. Some young idiot Thirdborners decided they'd form their own militia to protect the region because, of course, they would. And now, predictably, they're missing.
They're all dead. I executed the deserter for fleeing and leaving his brothers in arms to die.
Any real soldier would know the worst crime against his brothers in arms is desertion. He should have stayed with them to the end.
Well, I'm glad that won't cause a diplomatic
I'll make sure
incident.
these badges are given to the surviving families.
Because that may not have been the best way to word that, but whatever.
Don't forget your friend Daiko and his completely legal package that you said you'd pick up.
Oh yeah, I can turn this into the police. Which I should do.
Oh, you're back. What do you want?
I did find a unique group of kids doing something questionable.
Wait, was it an elf and their two strange friends?
Oh, the one that looks like they lick wet paint for a living? That one?
Oh, they're very well known to me. Thanks for letting me know, Envoy. What did you even get from them?
No idea, just be careful. No. I do know more than that. A little bit, not much more, but I know that it was like something pulled off of dead dream thralls that makes you high. Echo said they make you high. Alright, that's a detail. This is no details. Let's give him the detail we can give him.
Sure, whatever you say. I wish this was the dumbest thing these two have done.
You seem way too used to these shenanigans. They've been active for a long time, I take it.
I think they were born tricksters. They certainly found their fun at my expense growing up together. Our parents had to step in more than once to get them in line. Guess it just never took.
I almost forgot you three grew up together. Almost.
Didn't you know? The twins are my brothers. Though I guess I can see the confusion. I do take more after my mother. I'll have to have a talk with them, especially now that Aiko and his friends won't be allowed back in town.
Aiko is dead. If he's your brother, rip, you know?
I suppose it was only a matter of time before
Alright, you don't
stupidity
seem
caught
too
up with him.
devastated by it.
Well, seems like I have to thank you for letting me know. I'll just add it to my to-do list. I should check in on Daiko, too. I hope he's not crying. I never know what to do when folks cry. Here, we hand these out to the kids from time to time. Makes them feel good about helping.
I see.
I'll take the drugs from here. So again, thank you so very much for helping the community. Have a nice day.
What do you give me? Alright. +3 might. Wow. Okay, so it goes in the, like, necklace slot. We probably make enough monies now, right? We can probably take this off now, right? Measures like these are rewarded to those that have rendered a great service for the people of Thirdborn. That's not what he said. He's like, we hand them out to kids sometimes so they feel special. Think the 7-pointed star shape immediately catches the eye. Brass that is made of represents the hearty people of Thirdborn, strong survivors that have carved themselves a place in the world despite the odds. Alright, we'll put that on right now just to rep Thirdborn, while, you know, while there's so much concern. Where is it? Sound. I hear it taunting me.
Oh, Envoy, over here.
Aha. It's those guys. Hello.
Envoy, it's so good to see you alive and well.
These are the people I helped get out of the slum, right? Glad to see you looking better.
As am I, my friend, as am I. It's all thanks to you, of course.
We can't thank you enough, Envoy. Thanks to you, we've been able to enjoy a peacefulness that we haven't felt in quite some time.
Peaceful's an interesting word to use, love. The Dream Thralls are exceedingly aggressive out here.
Yes, well, the guards have been handling them just fine. I'll take it for now.
What else can you do?
How about you, Envoy? How have the Living Lands been treating you?
Challenging at times, but worth every step. I think that's a good answer.
Well, that's what we like to hear. Isn't that right, love?
That it is. We might even have something to help you with your journey.
Oh.
Whoever lived here last must have left this armor behind. As beautiful as it is, Gladwine and I have no need of it. We'd like for you to have it.
Well, very nice. I'll make sure to put it to good use. I don't know if I will. This is very generous, thank you.
No, thank you, Envoy, for everything.
I need to see
Be
its
safe
stats
out
before I
there,
can...
friend.
I've been very picky about armor for some reason, so... Yeah, it's a light armor, so... Reload speed and damage reduction. Man, it looks nice. It's a nice look. But yeah. Luckily, it's a good tier, which means it breaks down into a good
material
Adra.
for bandages, I have some. I'll even give you a good price. Wish I could give it out for free, but I still have to eat.
Yeah. Well, the merchants agreed to share their wares for free.
We'd run out of resources eventually, and then we wouldn't have the money to restock.
You're right, that wasn't a very too
This
intelligent
plague
thing
needs
to
to
say.
end soon.
Why was that an
I don't
option?
know what we'll do if it doesn't. Anyway, did you need any linens? Silk?
Alright, I'm interested in your goods. Grimoires! Okay, so, firstly... I could just buy a superb Grimoire of Elements, which would be a big boost, because this is kind of stuck right now. I need materials I can't easily get. But I'm more interested in seeing what these other ones are. Alright, so defense. Oh, okay, so this is one we have... Wait, I don't think it's quite like the one we have. That's, Yeah, this one's a little different. It's very similar to Vesric's Grimoire, but it replaces the staff with an arcane seal. Okay. Distant Death. Elements. Embers. Entropy. Greater Elements. Rhyme. Sparks. Why does Sparks only have one lightning? Whatever, I've asked that before. Storms. This is the other one I was interested in. Spellblade. Arcane Spirit Lance Black, blah 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 blah. Okay, superb. Wow. Maybe I'll just grab the exceptional Grimoire of Elements. Then I'm boosted up and I can keep upgrading it. But it doesn't cost 4 times the money. Yeah, that seems like a good thing to do. Thirdborn boots. Ooh, move speed, huh? Okay, maximum health, dodge distance, move speed. Move speed was the big thing I cared about, but dodge distance is nice. Constitution. Maximum health, yeah, I already have that. Wavebinder bracers. Ability, reduced essence cost, and then reload speed, damn. Oh, that's part of that guy's set. Admiral Hasako, okay. Almost fancy. Plus 3 perception, plus 20 maximum essence. Ostentatious scarf is so bright and colorful it almost hurts to look at. It goes with my face! See, reds enmeshed with greens. I don't see a red anywhere on that, unless that thing that looks orange at the top is actually a red. If so, that's true. Blues fading into oranges. Yep, that's true. Purples clashing with yellows. Yep, right in the middle. All right. They didn't just make it up independent of the picture. Very good, very good. I pay attention. Wearing colors and patterns is certainly a bold fashion choice. All right. Oh, 1,000 apiece now. I find that stuff often enough to not feel like that's necessary.
Who needs fabric?
Let me go ahead and equip this.
We still have stock. Oh, you're back. What can I do for you? We still have various linens and silks in stock.
Right. Got too many spoiled things. There we go. Alright, I want to turn in all the bounties at once. Oh, let's find these guys. Yeah, while we're in town, let's do the stuff that's in town before I wander off and go after those bounties. Hello.
Are they? Did you?
Are they dead?
Yes, I'm sorry.
It had to be done.
It did.
It can make you stronger, but you never have to like it. Don't forget that.
Let's go, Nameho. We need to be with them now.
If Shatterscarp is like this now, well, we should get going too.
Alright, they really want me to go talk to Yatsli, but I'm not ready yet. I got bounties to do first.
Ah, isn't this a surprise?
Look at that, $1,000. Hey, Quilici! How you doing, Quilici?
Oh, hello there. I thought our paths might cross again. As you can see, the good people of Thirdborn have welcomed us with open arms.
Very good.
Remarkable under the circumstances. The Dreamscourge has struck this place with violence, bloodshed, death.
Sounds like they need people. At least you can help fight against the Dreamscourge.
Yeah, not as combatants, perhaps, but as researchers. Though our work is slow, it shows promise.
Alright.
Now that we're under Thirdborn's protection, my animancers can get back to work. We've made a few improvements to the local fishing gear, tinkered on harpoons and the like. You might not believe it, but some of our farming equipment is back to working order.
I'm not sure how you can improve a fishing spear, but whatever. I didn't know Shatterscarp soil was rich in the necessary nutrients.
Ah, that is where the challenge lies, does it not? We have many animancers working on the problem. Though it is difficult to farm when one is under attack, eh? The sheer numbers of infected makes our work perilous.
Alright.
One more thing before we're parted again. We've made a tidy profit of our labor, and the others gathered a little something for you. Don't spend it all at once.
You sure you don't need this for the resettlement?
Thank you, but I know how to handle my coin. I left the Republic's a wealthy man.
Fair.
Go on then. Surely you have better places to be. No doubt the Adiran envoy has a message to deliver or a foreboding parcel of some kind.
Good to see things are going well. A little good news never hurts.
Wow, there we go. Yeah, turn around. What is this area? Oh, it's a little garden. That's lovely. Just curious, like why, you know, why would you have that, you know? Why use that space in that way?
Yeah. If you need something, get over here and talk to me.
Hello, Keipo.
Let me guess. My Nikai sent you. That kid's been muttering about sending some new hero by.
A gender-neutral term for a niece or nephew used in Rauatai. Nikai. Okay.
Old man Keipo. Glad to see you're still kicking around.
Kai, what rock have you been hiding under? Those scales are looking rougher since I last saw you.
Your eyesight finally going? But we didn't come here to talk about my handsome mug. That Nikai of yours still getting underfoot, I take it?
Like a cannonball on a rolling deck, that kid.
So you're Chico's uncle. He has to drop by.
Damn child won't stop hovering over me. They keep trying to send so-called heroes over to cheer me up. But there's not much point these days. Back when Thirdborn was no more than a husk on the cliffside, we had real heroes. I've slain 1,000 Xaurips, wrestled rock beetles, even slew the Leviathan.
Leviathan hunting, how thrilling. I simply must know more.
Let me tell you. I had but a few harpoons and a single boat that morning. It had taken days to track the creature. My food and water were running out. When I found it, the beast heaved itself up from the water and crashed down onto me. And there...
Sounds like it was already dying.
I thrust a harpoon deep into its belly and killed it. Oh, it took days to tow its body back on the flotsam of my boat.
I love the story. Even if the fish gets bigger every time.
Well, those days are long past. I'm a sick old man now.
You're sick.
Not much I can do in Thirdborn anymore. Still, maybe Chico was onto something when they sent you. You're the one who cleared the dream thralls at the gates, aren't you? Good to know someone is looking out for Thirdborn at least. I tell you what. This old man would like to ask a boon of you. One hero to another. I promise it'll be worth your while. I want to see my heart one last time. Will you get it for me?
Your what?
A Leviathan heart is a rare thing.
Okay, that makes sense.
When left out in the air, it becomes as hard as Adra, and 100 times as valuable. And I had the only one in the living lands. I couldn't just leave it on my kitchen table now, could I? No, I kept it safe, hidden up in the godless ruin along the coast. But now, I'm dying. I can feel it in my bones. I don't have long, and I'd like to see my treasure one more time. Get it for me, and I'll see you get a reward. Beyond that, well, I left that old ruin with a few tricks for would-be thieves.
Alright, thanks for the warning.
Carefully.
Traps.
Regular traps I can handle. It's the ones that glow and hum that I can't deal with.
Good luck, godlike.
The enigmatic god of cold. Young students are often confused by Barath and Rimergon's seemingly overlapping roles in holding dominion over death. Barath oversees the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Rimergond oversees the cold, destructive act of death itself. This difference is often difficult for novices to appreciate until they've lost a loved one and endured the absence for a time. It is Barath that determines we will be reborn just as certainly as we will die, but Rimergond is the executioner's axe. Rimergond shows us all life ends in stillness. I'd only show them the symbol of Rimergond, the bone-white auric skull found carved within the most ancient of Ingwithan ruins. It is a symbol of death and doom in every culture. Any child with 4 winters under his belt needs no introduction to the ancient symbol. Rimergond embodies not just death, but all manifestations of collapse, be they famine, plague, or simple bad luck. Rimergond is a primal god, silent and inscrutable as death itself. He doesn't seem very popular. He makes himself known with his passing, not by proclamation. There are innumerable stories of the god's terrifying passage through the lands of Eora. When the beast of winter stirs, bitter winds and beastly howling follow the creature's every move. Wherever the beast plants a hoof, all life withers into dust. The faithful of Rimergond insist that even another god's life can end in stillness. They claim the other gods must flee from the beast of winter's mastery over death. We know not if this boast holds true. I believe it because I think these gods sound like they are just Kith who have manipulated something. Honestly, that's the feel I'm getting. They seem petty on the same level as Kith or whatever. They could essentially just be powerful mages. Though the beast of winter is shrouded in snowy clouds, those who have seen the shaggy white monster claim souls of the fallen can be seen clinging or perhaps frozen to the beast's fur. The dwarves of the boreal south have numerous stories to tell similar plot. A brash hero seeks out the beast of winter to rescue the souls trapped in his fur. These tales never end well, for even if the hero saves his beloved soul, the hero dies in the process, for it is not a proper tale of Rimergond unless the hero's life ends in stillness. I just took that book from that man. Alright. Oh, his journal. Another dream. The damn things are getting worse, and no draft I take will get them to stop. In this one, the sands of Shatterscarp rose up and swallowed Thirdborn whole, just like the waves on the cliffside. The entire town wiped out in one moment, and suddenly I was relieved that it was gone, but nothing remained. Last night's dream was nothing like the others. There was a garden full of vines and plants, all moving and slithering like a ship's lines in the wind. They wound up ancient ruins like the ones I set my traps in. The vines, they beckoned to me, and I wanted to go. I wanted to see that garden. God, this is getting bad. I drank enough to kill a whale last night, still can't get any sleep. No matter what I do, the dreams are there. Is this Woedica's punishment for what I've done, sending me dreams of hissing winds and living storms? God, I just want some peace. Oh no. He's dreaming of the garden. That is unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Because that means he probably has an early stage of the Dream Scourge. Tama's Memorial, that's right. That was another quest we had. And then there's the ruins. We've got a lot of... oh, there's one up there. Okay. Oh yeah, what is Reengrim's domain? And then the treasure map is going to be up here near Tago's tower somewhere. Alright, let's start by going to Tama's Memorial with Kai. Oop, oop, oop. Do. Alright, we need to make sure this this episode isn't quite as long as the last one, because that was a bit too much. Oh, hello. already dead.
Here we go!
Silmes mito.
Oh. Neat, they will fight each other. That's cool. Oh wait, no, that was Marius. I thought that was him fighting Xaurip. Sorry for confusing you with Xaurip, Marius.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
But yeah, that looked like there was at least one Dream Scourged Xaurip in that group. Let's clear this immediate vicinity.
Sanza!
Another one down. Right behind you.
Sanza! Silmes mito. Grithin!
You're too late.
I don't know if he was attacking the Dream Thrall. Or if he was attacking one of my lads. I love that they just get ragdolled everywhere. It's so fun. I feel like if I was a warrior in this game, I would really want to use like a great hammer or something, just because that's so hilarious, just throwing them everywhere. I guess I don't know if it's any more likely to... Oh, that's the Yatzli thing. That's gotta be Yatzli's ability. What's weird is that these usually have some way to do it on your own. But not Yatzli's, apparently. You just, like, strictly gotta have her with you, I guess. Unless maybe there's another way and she just, like, tells you, you know? Like, maybe when she explains what the hell that even is. Alright, here's your, Captain's Memorial.
Never thought anything could contain that man, you know? That booming laugh, that bottomless appetite, boundless energy. Now he's under a pile of rocks.
I will say nothing, once again.
This is where you're supposed to distract me. Lighten the mood with a wisecrack or something.
That's your job. And for everything, you're still trying to avoid phasing this?
Trying? I thought I was doing a pretty good job.
You had me take you here.
Tell you about Tama's death.
Alright.
Remember how I noticed he'd lost his badge? I went out. I told him I was going to go find it. He told me to stay. I said I'd be right back.
You couldn't watch him die.
I couldn't stand it. As soon as I was out of there,
And that's why you think you're a coward.
And I kept walking.
This was never about paying your respects, this is about your guilt.
You're right. I used to think it would fade over time. But guilt's like a fine wine. Now you know why I never went back to his house in Emerald Stair. Why I never came back to Thirdborn.
So I thought he felt guilty because the guy died while rescuing him, but he feels guilty because he just walked away. He couldn't watch them die. That makes a lot more sense. You can't beat yourself up over this forever.
Don't sell me short, Envoy. I'm nothing if not tenacious.
Okay, you
the
shouldn't.
The truth is, traveling with you and Marius, getting to know Giada, it's felt easy. Too easy.
What does that mean?
I've gotten comfortable. You're so clear-headed, so easy to follow, that I've been able to fall in line and back you up. But I'm not that guy, Envoy. I'm not a joiner. I'm good for a skirmish, some war stories, a few drinks, but I'm not someone you keep around.
What are you talking about?
Come on, you know my story now. I let people down. I let them down when they're counting on me most.
Yeah, you need to not hate yourself on that, buddy. We're hurt and afraid, have a little self-compassion.
Self-compassion? That's a balm for outbursts and hangovers. I know what I am. I'm finally facing it.
Came all this way to honor Tama. Is this what you'd say if he were here?
But he's not here, and that is because of me. I'm finally owning that.
You're choosing to give up. You're letting your regrets define you.
Of course I'm not. I'm finally being honest about this.
These are powerful. This is a powerful line. But I feel like the appeal to what Tama would think is stronger. Tama saw more in you. Why are you so eager to prove him wrong?
Because if he was right, that just makes what I did worse. If I could relive that moment, I don't know that I'd do any better.
Want to be the man he saw you as? You have to face this.
Funny how something can be so simple, yet so hard.
Oh, I know that well,
but
buddy.
You're right. One of the things I loved about Tama was how he gave us all a fresh start. No matter where we'd come from or what we'd done. I drifted to Paradise, but never thought about where I'd go from this.
Alright, let's just listen to him again.
I came to the Living Lands running. From storms, from war.
He's talking more to himself than to me right now.
Those forces of nature make out of you. Maybe I'm done running away. I don't know what that means I'm running towards, but I think I'm finally ready to figure it out.
I'm just a reason
Once we've
to
stopped
have
the
the
dream
conversation.
scourge and dealt with the steel garrote.
That's a good plan. I'm glad for you.
I've got some things to sort out, but it feels good to have something to look forward to.
Damn right.
An arch with a seaside view. That's what that cartographer mentioned, right?
Yeah, I missed that when that happened, so I hope you're right there. Leap of daring. Oh, hi, cat. Let's see. Yeah, let's give him Leap of Daring. Let's let him have his last ability. Marius. Just passive bleed accumulation. I don't know, man. Sharpshooter seems better than just giving him some bleed accumulation. Let's do that. What about this? God, Revitalize seems good. Essence shielding? Sure, that sounds good. Okay. Character. Got base 8 int, base 6 dex. Constitution doesn't seem incredible. It's Resolve that I liked. That's right, because it increases maximum stamina. Might is also good. Hey. How you doing, kitty? Alright, we're really big on the dexterity and the intellect, but I think I need a little resolve. Because quite, like, good for warriors, you need to swing heavy weapons and survive big hits. That's not... What it is, I need to stay in the fray. Is impressive who like to be in the fray. Okay, so that's the thing for Constitution, not for Resolve. But Resolve is also for people who want to be in the fray because it increases maximum stamina, and I use stamina a lot. So let's do that. I could use a little Resolve. Let's... No, my abilities. 1 point available. See, this is good, but it's boring. I want spells, but I've maxed that. I've functionally maxed that. I could make my staff last longer, but it seems like the staff lasts a long enough amount of time. Fan of Flames, I could make it stronger. You know what? Let me see something. Let's what does this ability do? So it literally just, it's a damage area. Alright. Any other spells we want to test? Grimoire Mastery 3. Okay, so I might just want to point in Grimoire Mastery because it's locking quite a few spells right now. Freezing Pillar, Black Bow, Pulaviora, Meteor Shower sounds cool, and Arcane Seal sounds cool. I need 2 ranks. Alright, so let's just get the Grimoire Mastery. I really wish this did something as well. Like, you know, for every rank of it, reduce essence costs of Grimoire spells by like 5% or something. I don't know. Or 2.5%. Just something. Ah. What's this? Let's also break down this armor. Now that we're away from town. Huh. What were they painting? Joy painting by the Grand Art Society of Aelia. Margins are decorated with only legible text left. Hylia, curse these Valian bastards! Caused this horizon line. Kutubao is worthless. How am I supposed to keep my perspective right when I paint over my horizon lines? Gods forbid the so-called masters writing this shit book ever use common words. Foreshortening my foot. Geometric arithmetic. I wanted to be an artist, not a mathematician. Grand Art Society can take their brushes and shove them up their asses. I'm done. Alright. So, I guess he didn't see anything horrific there. He just said, fuck this shit. Alright. Let's find the Cartographer. Something something arch. Hey, buddy.
Take this.
I want to throw him off the cliff. Alright, all I did was throw his loot off the cliff.
Just like the good old days.
Just like the good old days. When we threw loot off of cliffs. Alright, Kai wants to talk now that he's dealt with his whole thing. Let's give him some time to stew on it, though.
And roll.
I was like, oh shit, I'm out of stamina, and then he just popped from the lightning. I really like that lightning effect where it's just like pulses damage. Wilfrith. Wilfrith's map. What are you looking at, buddy? What's up with the rocks? An emerald stair, okay.
You take lead.
Hey, buddy. Dream Thralls are Thirster. Alright then.
That it?
That it. Hey. There's something over here. What's that way over there? Oh, I think it's just a rock, actually. There's a lot of rock formations that look sort of like that in this area. Hi!
And raw! This one's mine!
Seal mess me. Seal mess meat. Eggworth and Rock!
Alright then. Slagheart melon. What is this? What the fuck are you up to? Fucking voice bastard. Right, I'm totally blanking on their name. We learned their name and I'm totally blanking on it. Sapadal, that's it. That's where this guy was. The guy who didn't get poisoned. Alright. Up the Xaurip Tower Rock we go. Exploring every inch of this damn place, it seems. Hi!
And raw! Get me! You're mine now!
Seal mes mito. Seal mes mito.
Nice shot. He had a potato. So many instances of receiving money that is not boosted by 20%. I need to stop thinking about it. I care too much. I guess that was a sneakier way in. So how do we go up? I was hoping this would be a way up, but it doesn't seem so. Ah, I see the way up now. Man, you guys need to maintain your shit better. This shit's all broken. I guess they do seem like they're good jumpers. So they're probably not too concerned. I would be concerned about that though. You've seen they're not immune to no dream scourge. Ah, Yachtsley thing. Well, he had a bad day. Guarantee what he has isn't worth the trip. As much as I care about grabbing all the things, I can get it when we come back with Yachtsley later. Oh, okay.
Take him down.
Oh god, Jesus, holy shit! Fuck! When did I last save? Dodging around while on top of a big rock is a little iffy. I guess at least now I can be sneakier. Yeah, there's I can't really sneak in here.
Watch yourself.
Oh, his buddies are all Dream Scourge. Were they? Wait, was he eating the? Was he eating the Dream Scourge one? Is that what those eating noises were? All right. Bitch! Check this shit out. Bitch! My desire to make the staff last longer has increased because of this fight.
Another glorious battle.
Just an upgrade material. You didn't have anything cooler than that? Alright. That helmet fit rather snugly. I'm kind of impressed. They like build it onto his head or something instead of... What's the story here? Oh, they were eating this person. Was the chieftain not scourged? The chieftain doesn't look scourged. I mean, it could have been, you know, he was in an earlier phase. Ooh! Two-handed. Ah. Still. Ooh. What have you done here, Sapadal? Oh, a memory! Ah. Oh, we got a memory to deal with. Let's look at this sword first. I'm curious about it. Hell's Tongue. Power attack kills restore 10% of your maximum essence. Hits deal 10% bonus fire damage against enemies that are above 50% maximum health. And deal 10% bonus frost damage against enemies that are below 50% maximum health. I feel like I would reverse that. Because it'd be, you know, handier to stun them at high health and handier to try and finish them off at lower health. But regardless, nearly 3 centuries ago, during one of Rauatai's many minor conquests, the berserker Kangada wielded this razor-sharp greatsword in battle for Haranga Nui. Victory after victory did she earn as countless opponents fell to her passionate rage and cold battle focus alike. Her passionate rage and cold battle focus alike. Got you. That confused me for a second. After months of fighting, the conquest was successful as Rauatai's borders grew once more. Kangada enjoyed a few weeks of peace with her reputation as a fearsome war hero, ensuring that she would never want for drink. This peace quickly turned into boredom, however. The thrill of the fight was all Kangada really knew, and all that she truly yearned for. With a handful of like-minded warriors, Kangada left her homeland behind to work as a mercenary in foreign lands until her inevitably violent death. Okay. More damage and stun because it is two-handed. More stamina cost because it is two-handed. Restoring your maximum essence is pretty fucking dope. But, I don't know. I like having a grimoire. Alright, let's see what this ancient memory is. In fact, it seems like it warrants a big save. I don't think I did before any of the other memories, but whatever. What you got for me, Sapadal? What you got for me?
We have been here before.
It seems so.
Do you hear the dust whisper on the wind?
This used to be a seabed, didn't it?
Mussels in the tide pools. The swell of life.
Why did it dry up?
Now our memory is a wound reopened. You are Nimanna, one of those who speak for us. Your gift shown a different shade from others of your kind.
An ancient leader of the godless, rumored to be a watcher.
The souls of the departed danced before you like sea foam. Tell us, what did you make of the songs they sang to you?
Okay. You're Nimanna, one of those big risks. What did souls of the departed dance for you like sea foam? What did you make of the songs they sang to you? Alright, Nimanna, what kind of a person were you? Well, from this picture, it looks like you kept to yourself. Meditate on the secrets of the beyond.
The people knew you as a hermit. Strange words from a placid face. One day, a voice called you to the wilds outside your village. Find us in the highest heights, we said. Come, speak to us. You left your world behind, set off upon uncharted sea.
Your journey would change, you had to find out how.
Cocoon, a traveling cloak. Break down to transform the self. One day, you came to the place where the stone challenged the clouds.
Okay.
Night fell. 100 blazing lights refracted in the sky. We appeared. Your essence joined with ours. We shared what we had seen. You perceived us in new colors. Tell us, Nimanna, what did you learn?
What would one learn with a meeting with Sapadal? Probably nothing. Sapadal likes to talk in riddles. Can you for answers of life hand for stars? Yeah, it sounds like quite an experience, but I don't know that much would be learned from it.
We hoped you would speak in the silence. Find the answer yourself. You sailed home to the village, eager to share what you had seen. We prickled. Something was wrong. Trouble like salt on the breeze. People had chased the water back. They raised the wood and stone. They built a tremendous temple. They offered us their stores of food.
That stone could have built houses.
They cowered. They felt the shifting sands. They feared you. They feared us. They tried to placate, to control. Your eyes turned up. You saw a statue, a prison. This was not our form. A wellspring boiled. A cry rose in your throat. This could not stand.
Well, sounds like you would have torn the statue down since you were very angry.
Stone smashed on tile. We shuddered. The people's hearts inflamed. They brought their fists upon you. How could you turn against your own?
They didn't realize what they were tampering with.
Toadstools for a feast. The ground shakes. The thorns prick. A crack carves through the pillars. Why?
Speaking in the present, what's happening now?
We fall. We fall.
And clearly is something here. Is it hurting you?
We thought... No. We feel nothing. We swipe at echoes of the past. We remember now. A cut. A chasm as deep as the sea. A wound gouged into our skin in our thrashing. We did this.
Didn't you realize your anger could be dangerous?
We felt no ire for the Akita. We merely flinched.
What became of the village?
The sun rose on the barren earth. The village had tumbled down the chasm. Only ruins remained. The few who survived faced the wilds, their new home. Hunger, blistered feet. Clouds parted. Hatred gave way to desperation. They looked to you.
Taught them how to survive.
Wisdom, the purest offering.
What else can you do in such a scenario?
People again condemned to wander. A village, one day rebuilt. In time, all those who spoke for us came to Thirdborn to face their fate. Tradition without memory, a trial of unknown lineage. We saw the clay settle on the ammonite, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
It sounds like you choke out any other life, actually. You sound like the greatest parasites. Remembrance of Nimanna. Godlike ability passive. Increase your maximum stamina by 10%. Very nice. This doesn't look like twining together. This looks like overtaking something. That's right, there's a different way down here. Nope. Okay. Ow. Alright. Let's go see about that heart. these trickster's gloves? Critical hit chance, critical damage. Man, they sure look cool. I said ghoul. I tried to say good and cool at the same time. They sure look cool.
Nothing like a win with a good team.
We're officially in these ruins. Another one of these things. What are they? What is their relevance? Why does it seem like each one has been killed with fucking cannon fire? Or I guess any sufficient repeated hits of sufficient force.
Measly dungeon, how bad can it be?
These are notorious con artists. Hi.
No, Dario, I'm not doing this. This is your fault. You went soft on that merchant. Barely nicked him. Reckon he lived and ratted us out to the constable. So we're gonna lay low in these ruins and sit on our haul. Who knows? Maybe we'll find treasures inside that'll make us rich.
Rich? You're gonna kill us all. Wow's eyes. Who are you?
You just admitted to theft and murder.
Hey, first of all, we only bled that merchant a bit. Still quite alive when we left him.
I don't like this, Dario. This is how we get ourselves killed. First you said we should come to the Living Lands, and I went with you.
Stealing from that merchant was your idea, though. And credit where credit is due, it was a solid one.
Now you want me to break into some dungeon full of traps? I've had it.
Kuta, bow. If it bothered you that much, you should have said so.
You two done? Surrender peacefully and no one gets hurt.
Told you we should have gone into the ruins instead. I told you it'd be simpler. Now look what happened. Shut up and draw your blade already. We can argue after we kill this sanctimonious little shit.
Well, there we go. The bounty was for their deaths anyways, so I kind of figured that's what would happen here. But it's important to consider how we get to each point. I don't like to murder hobo.
No time.
Sealness Meathook. Rubium Tick. Sealness Meathook.
Nice dodge.
Take a moment, people.
Sack of jeweled eggs. Normally when you go into a dark spot in this game, your eyes will like adjust after a second. It's not doing it there, which might just mean it's background decoration. I don't know. I don't know of a way to get consistent way to get a light other than pulling out a fire sword. And I put the fire sword back at camp. What does this say? I forgot that these words are not readable. But isn't that picture the same as the Remergon's domain thing up here? No, it's not. Not quite. Alright. Presumably a warning. Isn't this what we saw in Paradise too? I feel like those are the words we saw in that like condemned corner in Paradise. I don't recognize the letters well enough to be sure though. Oh, hi.
And roll! Sealness meat.
Gray bear, huh?
Right. Make work and roll!
Rock.
On your right.
Seek. Then roll.
Right then. Ah. I haven't seen any traps yet, and that makes me a little nervous.
One moment.
Alright, crafting materials, whatever. Useful but boring. The more we hear of Sapadal, like in that memory, I'm just thinking about it because of the godless stuff. The more we hear of Sapadal, the more I think this is a creature that is too powerful, doesn't comprehend its power, and needs to be put down as a threat to everyone and everything. Only one lockpick for this one, huh? Guess they were counting on how well hidden it was, more than the quality of the lock. I've calmed down on the murdering of all the boxes, it seems. At the start of this game, there's no... Wow, I can swing a sword and grab onto a ledge at the same time. That's impressive. At the start of this game, I was there was no small shitty box that would survive my passage into its area. I would hunt them all down. Now I spare many. I'm growing soft on my box hate. How do we get down there? Is that how you're supposed to climb a ladder? I haven't climbed a whole lot of ladders in real life, but I've never put my hands on the sides of the ladder like that, you know? Is it like the sides are for your hands and the... I've always done this, man. You know, I've grabbed the center bar with my hands. Does it really matter, I guess? Probably not. Let me know in the comments how you climb a ladder. That's what I'm supposed to say as a YouTuber, right? What's this? Oh, I've been in there. Oh! Okay, so just climb all around it. Completely fail to notice the big fucking door. Oh, it's barred. Sorry, Kai. I didn't mean to get that close to you. That was a bit uncomfortable. Okay. Okay, so this is probably the way to go still. We just gotta figure out how to get up there precisely, you know? Up here. Over here. Where's the big obvious thing I'm surely missing? Oh! Oh! I didn't miss it! I just wrote it off as like, I'll come back to that in a second, and then forgot about it. That's what... Alright, well, anyone watching this, got great evidence of me being an idiot now. You gotta bring this up anytime I try and act like I'm smart.
Let's take these things back to camp. You can fiddle with them there.
5 out of 6, man. We've officially doing better on this WoW or whatever totem than we're doing on the Woedica one. That kind of feels wrong. I feel like I've got to go get the Woedica one now. Pieces of it. Alright, let's unbar this door. Now then. Traps. Oh. I see it. It's a whole experience. I follow. Alright then. Lighting is poor. Do not pull this lever under any circumstances. Tempting. Imagine it just shuts off all the traps. The guy's just like, I hate when people tell me what to do. So I made this lever that punishes people who do what they're told.
Keipo's been busy. I should have known he couldn't sit still.
I'll act all impressed when it doesn't break and make us fall to our deaths.
Jesus, it's dark here, man. It's unfortunate that people don't believe in personal lighting in this world. Electric lily seeds, huh? So I'm gonna have to turn some things on. Yep. I'll use my own electricity, thank you. Oh.
Here they come. You're mine now.
You don't have any life essence to steal with my spell. What are you doing that heals other skeletons? Wow! You see that? It's not even the first time that shit's happened. It's the first time I've gotten a great look at it, I think. Cast that fucking lightning spell. And there's two enemies like touching each other and it just bounces between them like all of its times in like a second. Ow. Damn it! I knew that didn't work. I just talked about how that didn't work, and I still did it instinctively.
Sealmas meathook.
Bitch. Sometimes you just need a good whacking stick made out of magic. Bandit's journal. Her has that some old man at Thirdborn has a bunch of treasure in an old godless ruin. Me and the lads are gonna go find it. Damn, the old man has a lot of traps in here. Couldn't find the treasure though. Where's it supposed to be anyway? Oda swears he just heard a bear. I told him he's full of it. Bears don't live in the desert. Everyone knows that. Still, if he did hear something, we'd better be careful. I don't like the look of these rooms. There were bears.
Probably. Bet they have no idea what to expect.
There were definitely bears. There was a warning, I think, outside that is like, there's bears here. That's gotta be what that sign was. It looked like a picture of a bear. Why does this one... I don't like that that pops up as a thing. It's a good ingredient. So, this is the way across, it appears. Thought you could hide from me, boxes.
Right behind you.
Is this an alternate path? Or just an entirely separate thing? Is this a shortcut?
Take your best shot. Here we go.
Were the skeletons here already? Or did he make the skeletons be here?
And roll.
Get AoE'd, nerds! Ow!
And roll! Not bad.
All right. Oh, I see. Pressure plate there, pressure plate there. I'm seeing now. It's pressure plates. Oh, that's one of them triggering it. I was like, what'd I do? Or maybe opening that chest triggered it. Wait, it wasn't a chest, it was a guy. Still, maybe touching that skeleton triggered it, I don't know. It could happen. Ah, tripwire. That's weird. Why did the sound fuck up? Bounty Hunter's notes. Took 2 weeks to even get here from Paradise. Sure enough, locals say he left about 2 weeks ago. No one's that quick. Woedica could take him. I've hunted him halfway to the white that wins and back. He has to turn up somewhere. Even he can't survive out in the desert alone. Found signs of life in some ruins. Pargrunan, old, full of traps. Not his style. Back to the search. Whose style is it, though? What kind of madman lays traps in a tomb? Keeps me out of the sun for now, but I'll have to watch my step. Damn it all. Knew I cursed it by writing about it. Caught my leg in a trap when I went looking for firewood. I'm not bleeding out in some shithole for a 2-skate highwayman. No bounty's worth that. Leaving the supplies. Got to get back to Thirdborn tonight. It appears you were, in fact, bleeding out for some fucking loser. Man, this place has got like a whole fuck. Oh no. This thing's got like a whole fucking ecosystem of death. I wonder what that says. Looks like I may have skipped some traps.
All right. He's overdoing it now.
Any way to shut those off? Since I'm already behind it? No, it doesn't seem like it. just shooting constantly? We grog those.
One too many traps. The old man's gone too far.
Alright. Wait, did those slam into each other? Man, you guys need to be more careful. Alright then. Got the stuff in the horrible nightmare room that I had skipped by taking this path. Time to move forward. Something over there. Yeah, that looks like something I might get once I'm across. What's down here? Dead guy. Got it. Yeah, I'm one of those people that if I think I'm going the right way, turn around. And I gotta see it all, you know? Ooh. Ooh! A working swing set. Damn, it'd be cool if I could cut the ropes. This guy really believes in making sure everyone can just climb over something. He's like, if you think to go up, you're the smartest man in the world, and I will let you skip everything. I knew I saw one. Note to self, find a way to turn off flames. Steer clear until you figure it out. Poor dirty brown key, huh? Well, if nothing else, it's a warning for what's to come, but it sounds like we need to find some key. And presumably, said key might be located somewhere that turn off flame. That is a hidden door? Those appear to be spear traps. Oh, nope, they're buttons. One of these buttons is meant to open the door to treasure, but I forgot which one. The other activates a flame trap. I hope you pick the right one. Alright, so there's a pipe that ignores this one and goes into this one, and he hopes I pick the right one, which has a health potion at the bottom of it. So I feel like the right one is the trap.
The left one opens. But the sign... Alright, Keipo. Good one.
What? He's just being honest. He hopes that you pick the right one because it will hurt you. Ow! Ow! Saved by the grog. Oh, never mind. Oh, right. I make fire. I'm too greedy. Okay. You can see that the fire trap is there too. The pipe goes into it. But how do we open it? You said find a way to turn off the flames. Ah, okay. So that's probably what I needed to do before. That's what I needed to do before opening the chest. That's the thing, man. I'll know shit is trapped, and I'll just be like, I'm opening this box. I just want all the things. There's the bear. There's the fire. There's the fire that we need to find a way to turn off. I'm always lead. What do you mean? Elder Grizzly Bear.
Sanza!
Next one's mine. Nice work.
I looked for pipes that time, at least. Alright, that wasn't a falling trap. I can't ice through that gate. I'm glad that door has a winch on the other side. That's smart thinking. Even if I can't interact with it, makes the world make a bit more sense. Oh. Was this always blocked, or did I make this blocked by putting the gate up, I wonder? If that were the case, surely I would be able to put the gate back down, right? I wish I paid attention to up there. Bumpara's Promise. What is this? Negates all physical damage from traps. Humble in appearance, there's a beauty in the simplicity of this decorated cord. 2 strips of leather, one dyed red and the other a natural brown. When carefully twined together, a handful of trinkets dangle from this cord, whalebone beads, shark teeth, fishing hook, even a Swilla net taken as a trophy from pirates. Though the promise this necklace represents was broken, the love and loyalty it embodies remain strong. Yeah, well, maybe I don't want to turn off physical damage from traps. Maybe I'd rather have stats.
Considering you fought a Leviathan, I'm surprised it looks this good. That's really it. I never thought I'd see it in the flesh. No trap? Huh. Maybe he figured if we made it this far, we'd earned it.
I love that I can climb like everything. But what is this?
And raw. Seek.
How open door? Door open? Question mark.
You're one of those people who takes requests, not orders, aren't you?
I had to see. But I kinda figured, my guy. I kinda figured what was going on there. Why am I doing this? Just go backwards the other way. It also looked like there was something below the ground there too. I mean, there's got to be more to this place. Oh, I haven't found the dirty brown key. That's okay. We'll just be a nerd. Lockpick our way in. Looks like it's simply a timing thing. Are we sure that's what meat that is? Are we sure? Alright, I was not in a spot that was safe.
It burns, it burns!
It sure does. It's real unpleasant.
It burns!
So is the whole point of this to skip that gate? That's kind of what it feels like.
Put it down! Put it down!
Have you tried not continuing to stand there? I have so many potions now. I just drink them because they're tasty. Yeah, damn it. All right. What are we missing? Yeah, that just opens the door. I'm not sure by what kind of mechanism it opens the door, but it just seems to just open the door. Let's try going down below. Because this grate here, there's something purple down there, isn't there? Yeah, look, there's like a lootable item down there. And there's like a chest or something there. I thought so. Okay, so there's gotta be a way down there. And I feel like the most logical guess is that if we go down here somewhere, there's an entrance to that lower level. Aha! Ah, there's the dirty brown key. Okay. Oh, we could have saved a lockpick. But it doesn't seem like there was much need to, honestly. Like, who gives a shit about that upper passage? All it does is let you go through a worse set of traps. To avoid a gate? Like, I don't know, man. It just seems like a bad call. Key. To that door. The desert's bounty! There. Damn thieves didn't think they'd resort to explosive charges. Took out their whole squad and one of the more complex waterways. No chance to salvage. Rerouting to accommodate. Also check on Orsa. You know, I could be less stupid and do this. Alright. So what is this, desert bounty? 20% resistance to fire accumulation during the day, 20% resistance to frost accumulation at night, plus 30 maximum stamina. Hooray! Corrupted Adra. Alright, so now the only mystery we have left in this place is the door near the heart. They've all been opened by buttons so far. There you are. That was actually so simple. Alright, well, that's not a fire trap here. The dawn is red, and the sea is calm. Today's the day, and if old man Hawassa was right, the Leviathan will be a day's journey to the northeast. Umpara and I will show all of Thirdborn who its best hunters are. I can't wait to see the shock on Tama's face. It's been a day, and seas are choppy. It looks like a storm is forming from the east. It should pass us by, and I trust Umpara to get us around the worst of it. Another day, and we saw the beast's fin crest the water. We're close now. Umpara is worried about the storm. It wants to turn back, but I told her we'll be hauling the beast back home before it comes close. We can't stop now. The beast is dead, so is Umpara. We found the Leviathan, but Umpara was right. The storm was on top of us. I harpooned its tail, and when the beast breached, she speared its eye. The creature went mad and crushed her Kowakai. With the storm, I couldn't reach her. I should have listened to her. I was a fool. It took 2 days to get back. When Tama saw the beast's body, he declared a celebration. No one realized Umpara was missing, and I can't tell them. Not now. Not when they're already drinking. I need to hide this. I need to hide everything. Kids have noticed Umpara's absence, and rumors are starting to spread. Some say she returned to the homeland, and others think she's abandoned Thirdborn. What can I do now? How can I tell them they drank to her death before they even knew she was missing? No, better to die with this secret than shame us all.
Well, isn't that interesting? Funny how he left that stuff out of the story.
All the years we heard that story, and half of it was a lie. We thought Umpara just left. Part of me wishes I still did.
Keipo took all the glory and left his friend to rot. I wish I was more surprised.
Oh. Hello.
Hey, Caiaphas. I thought you'd never come out of there. I've been waiting for ages.
You should have been more careful. Who's gonna look after Keipo if you're dead?
I'm fine. Uncle Keipo taught me everything I need to survive. It's why he's always so... No! I can't get distracted. This is too important. Listen to me. I came to find you as soon as I heard what my uncle asked you to do. I just wanted you to meet him, not go on one of his stupid escapades.
It's fine. I have been through worse.
Please. You don't understand. You have to put the heart back. Or take it away. Whatever you do, don't give it to him.
Why? Keipo can decide what he wants for himself.
I've tried to be a good Nakai to him. I really have. I've given him everything he wanted. But this is different. Apparently, if you grind a fossilized Leviathan heart and mix it with wine, it becomes a poison.
I see.
I found his notes on it. I think that's what he wants it for.
Why would he want to do that?
I don't know. But he's been more and more upset lately. I'm afraid he believes he's so sick. He has no other choice.
Then let's talk him out of it.
He's been a hero for so long. I don't think he can imagine a life in bed. You've got to put a stop to it. Any way you know how.
The wolf eats the hemlock. What suffering could be so great?
You! You're the suffering that could be so great. Can't make any decisions until we talk to him.
Then we've got to go back. Right now. I'll go find the Tiranui. He'll know what to do. If you can talk any sense into him, Just hurry. I'll be there when I can.
That's something to bring up to Keipo. Or some other adult. We don't need to burden Chico with this just yet. We'll sort this out together.
I hope so. I'll see you soon.
God, there's still so much of the Great Sand Sea that I haven't touched. We're pretty close to that area there.
Nice! Lead them to the Eon Seek! And roll! Glad that's over.
Right then. Alright, bell on the left. Bell tower on the left. That's what we need. That's our big orienting thing, I think. Captain Tago. Oh. Okay, well that's the bounty we were going to do in this area, so let's go ahead and get that done. Hi, how you doing?
And roll!
Boop. Oh, going right to it, alright.
Right flank!
Ow.
Look to the left.
Bitch. We got another round of dudes.
Avowed Seek! Sealness Mito. Sealness.
Damn, that's a sick move. Look at that blade storm ass shit. There. That's what I wanted.
And roll! On your rear! This is it for me! Sealness Mito. Sealness Mito. Watch the left!
There you are.
Silmas Miku.
Coming from your right. On your right!
Roger Beetle's shoot lightning.
Silmas Miku.
I was just getting warmed up.
It's been a pleasure, Captain Tago. What was that? This is the thing. Oh. Into a master builder must always search high, low, and past oneself to truly unlock the secrets of craftsmanship. I'll be waiting at the workshop when you've solved my puzzle. Did you really have to capitalize each of those? I feel like my intelligence is being insulted.
Seek.
That's low. Presumably. The real question is, what is past? Past from where? Does that really matter, though? Because it looks like there's... yeah, there's pipes that go to each one, so...
Beyond seek.
I don't know which one's high and which one's past, but whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, you're just gonna kick? Was that our guy? Was that engineer yours or whatever?
Yeah.
Names have been carved into stone here, along with a note at the bottom. Woedica, Eosif, Tima, dead of fever. They'd have lived if not for this cursed place's wretched diseases. We will persevere. Saliskeep will see the importance and expansion. We mustn't falter. Yeah. Yeah. Aha! Hey Sprout, to briefly summarize how it's been guiding you on your journey would be impossible in this letter alone. Your tenacity, curiosity, and courage continue to inspire the best of us and remind the worst of us who we can become. When you washed up on our shores, some of our kin were concerned you would disrupt the old ways, siphon the very tradition from our veins. But your persistence, effort, and willingness to lend your talents helped us make a home in these strange lands. Many may still question why we make these tall teeth our home. They asked the same of Nandrew when he moved further inland beyond the bridges. I believe in him the same way I believe in you. There is promise in your journey still. I am thankful to be allowed to be part of it. Just keep going. With faith and patience, Master Engineer Yor. What's in here? Sigil of the Arcane. That sounds up my alley. Let's wonder what it is. I like it. 20% ability cast speed, minus 20% ability essence cost. The true nature of this plain-looking copper ring becomes apparent when it slips onto someone's finger. Doing so causes a swirling sigil of runes and arcane geometry to appear on the ring, where one would expect the gem to be fitted. Wearing this ring greatly enhances both the efficiency and speed with which its wearer channels spells, making it an invaluable tool for any wizard. At last, a new ring. I'll take a hit to... In fact, that's what we want dexterity for anyways, is increased speed. So, increased speed and a decreased cost? Yes, please. Big upgrade. And then treasure map. That's the bell tower. We need it to be to the left, which means this. We need to get up on top of this somehow. I think that's our path up. This is pretty inconspicuous of a path up, if I'm honest. You gotta be looking at it just the right way to be like, oh, that's a path up. You're gonna make me spend lockpicks after figuring out the puzzle? It's very rude. Necropants! Yes, I've broken down so many uniques. Necropants. What does this look like? It is literally just the pants, and it looks like it's made out of the scales of, that's disgusting. What does it do? Summons a specter to fight with you. 30% resistance to poison accumulation. Okay. Wretched pants are cold to the touch, and faint whispers can be sensed in the peripheries of one's mind while wearing them. Needle-thin shards of Audra inside of the legwear poke into the wearer's flesh, forming a spiritual connection between them and the soul that is trapped within. When called upon, the imprisoned spirit manifests beside the pants to defend its wearer with all of its might. These pants are not to be used lightly, as the only way for the soul within to be freed is if someone dies while wearing them to take its place. Whatever possessed someone to craft pants from the skinned legs of an Amawa is a mystery that not even whale could solve. Yep, as expected, that is a horrific thing that we should immediately destroy. Let's go knock out Moi Piki. We're pretty nearby. We keep doing this. We keep being pretty nearby. Good thing I only previewed wearing them. That sounds like an unpleasant experience to put them on. Oh right, they're resistant to lightning because they do lightning. But they're not resistant to poison. Maybe I should put some points with that frost spell, man. Frost spells, like, I'm not big into frost spells in games in general, but like, frost spells seem fucking hella useful. Right. I stole shit. Right from under you. What you gonna do about it, nerd? Oh. These things are fast. They suddenly go in a direction. They also seem pretty easy to stun. Oh, God damn it. Worked. Wow, that one got far away. Curious about all this. Let's go to the Thirdborn party camp, and then we'll exit there. Like, exit from that camp. Also known as the Burned Queen, the Strangler? No wonder they're called the Steel Garrote. The Strangler? Oh, great Strangler.
Thank you for telling us about Tama. For what it's worth, I don't think less of you. Dealing with grief, it's never easy.
I've lost people before. You're right. The grief is never easy.
Alright, what is this enchantment? 15% of your maximum essence. It was 10%, yes, of your maximum essence, yes. Okay, so upgrade it to 15, or successful parry deals high fire accumulation and poison accumulation to the attacking enemy. That's pretty cool, and I would definitely have access to parry if I used this weapon. This weapon is cool enough that I don't want to break it down. Will I ever use it? Probably not, but let's go ahead and put it in storage.
What I didn't know how to deal with was the shame.
Hold on. What? Yeah, we can superb this shit. Boom! I just saved myself a lot of money. I like how we took, I mean, I sold the actual book just to avoid upgrading it that one step. But I like how we took the first grimoire they ever give you and just kept using it. Because, I mean, these spells are solid, man, and they're cheap. They're cheap, and once you have some points invested into them, they're effective. I like the showy spells, too. In fact, my favorite spell is probably that mid-level one that just bounces everywhere. It's fun. But
knowing I'd failed them.
We never fail those who love us. But our conscience tells us otherwise.
no, you can definitely fail someone even if they love you. That's possible. I just want to make that clear. Like, don't get me wrong, Kai is beating himself up over it a lot. And, I mean, factually, he did fail that person. I just feel like that person wouldn't have held it against him that hard. As hard as he's holding it against himself. I really wish crafting with different ingredients was less of a pain. Spiced beetle sausage. I just want to, like, I don't want to have to click craft again every single time I'm using different ingredients, you know? That's... It makes this such a slog. That's all. And it just doesn't... I feel like it doesn't have to. Click, click, click. One craft. Click, click, click. Two crafts. Ugh. Such a pain. Click, 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 click. So many clicks, man. If I had one big complaint about this game, it's that. It's the fucking cooking menu. Always grog. I should just use grenades in combat, man. I feel like the game expects me to, and I'm just like, but what if door? You know what if door? If door, you throw one of the grenades you have, because you'll still have grenades. Because I have like fucking 80 of them.
That means a lot.
I've left people behind before, but it's different when you lose someone unexpectedly. So, sorry.
Every loss hurts. There's no comparing them.
Anyway, I'm here if you need to talk, or if you don't, or whatever.
Thank you. Really, I appreciate it.
Alright, Kai, let's talk.
Listen, thank you for visiting Tama's memorial with me. I didn't think I'd ever trust someone the way I trusted him, but both of you have a clarity of purpose I've never seen in anyone else. I'm happy to be proven wrong.
You paid your respects to Tama. How are you feeling?
Like I just woke up with a hangover. Every feeling, every memory I tried to keep a lid on is sloshing around, and I'm struggling to keep my balance. But I'm also remembering moments I hadn't let myself think on in a long time. Feeling warmth I couldn't get close to.
It won't disappear, you'll get better at dealing with it.
Yeah, after I ride out the worst of it.
We think of grief as a burden, as something to be conquered. After a while, it gets to be so familiar, it's almost a source of comfort.
I wish this were another burden to conquer. That would feel easier. It's hard to imagine grief ever being a comfort, but I'll have to take your word for it.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thanks. I'll get there. And thank you for seeing this through with me. Was there something else?
Nope.
I'll be here if you need me.
Are you seeing anyone, Marius? Romantically, I mean.
Ooh, gossip.
Right. I knew this would come up eventually.
I only bring it up because romance is good for the soul.
So is finding a good pile of deersaka on a hunt. But I'm not advising you to go looking for it.
Under the right conditions, you can even measure the energy of a romantic tryst. Isn't that fascinating?
To you? Sure.
Oh well. Let me know if you change your mind. I know a lot of shy academics in need of an experienced guide.
I'll let you know.
That was a fun interaction. Exit here. We're going to Thirdborn. Oh, here we go.
Singing sand.
What is it?
We feel the essence seep from
Baby's
the
crying in the night again. Can't believe I'm actually getting used to hearing from you.
Time tempers a rocky surface, smoothed by a spring rain.
I thought you hate when shit changes.
Light before it, spells and suspicion at its back. What ruled the land alone now seeks the safety of the pride.
I'm not sure Reengrim is the threat Thirdborn makes her out to be.
A crystal shimmer. Friend or hunter? Let it in and see. We feel the people of Thirdborn huddle together in the dark. We smell desperation, panic. Then, the seasons change. They turn to each other.
Let's see, analyze it again. Then the seasons change. Remember's right, friend, is the difference between life and death. That's true. I think it would be camaraderie.
What began as a sapling grows, the branches spread. We look deeper. Our limbs sift through sand.
I don't like that.
What do you know of this?
Had some strange conversations with you, but nothing compares to this.
We cannot tend the flower if we do not know its name.
Oh, that's the flower you want to tend? That's the flower you want to tend. You haven't done a good job of tending these fucking flowers. So as I know as much about Kithbons as anyone.
For years, we watched the Akita share their food and tie their hands. Gifts, promises. Why do they undertake these rituals?
Social creatures. Oh, you mean marriage specifically? I guess everyone has their own reasons is the fairest answer.
The tide recedes from one land, it washes the shores of another. Do its waves sing to you?
Oh, is it asking if I'm in love? I feel like this man would enjoy the chase. Let's see. Let's go with never been in love. Why not?
Mystery, uncharted coastline, solitude. Is it always a prison? We wonder. New leaves breach the impenetrable clay. A bush unfurls amid the suffering and strife and blooms. Nothing should live here. How can it sprout? From what well does it spring?
We can find strength in each other when we've got nothing else.
4 arms build together. A fence made stronger. Peace restored. We have learned much. Dream of shimmering scales as you rest.
But can you truly understand? I have my doubts. Fior Mezzaverno is a city in Emerald Stair. Not any fucking longer. That shit's fucking gone. Let's turn in our bounties.
Who needs fabric? We still have stock.
Oh, man.
Oh, you're back. What do you want? Really? Which one?
All. I killed the Xaurip.
One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates.
Bandit duo.
One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates.
Killed the Dream Scourge dwarf.
One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates.
Killed the Earth Blight.
One less thing for me to worry about. Thank you. Enjoy your skates.
I missed the last zone where they had a unique line for each one. I killed Captain Tago.
One less thing for me to worry about.
But this guy is a boring guy,
Enjoy
so
your
I feel
skates.
it's on track.
Oh, wait. That's everything off the board, isn't it? Good job. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go pass out.
Bracers. Hit steal plus 5% bonus bleed damage. No, I'll take free dexterity. Damn. That's my first, I think that's my first gloves that are, what do they look like? That's pretty neat. I like how they look. So I lose 8% action speed. And 4% attack speed. So that means that ring is the equivalent of like 5 intelligence. Or like 5 dexterity, I mean. That one ring that speeds up the casting. Calls to mind bloody slices across flesh, favored by professional killers and murderous wretches alike. They are host to a vicious enchantment. They fill the air with not only violent intent, also an uncanny intuition of where to strike their foes to cause the most grievous wounds possible. Yeah, let's just wear what we were wearing.
Who needs fabric? Oh, you're back. What can I do?
I want to sell you things. Thank you. Whoops. Alright, Keipo. What's up here? What's going on?
Godlike. Ah, back already? Have you got the heart?
We need to talk.
Huh? You won't even let an old man ask how you like my designs. Fine then. Start talking.
I know what happened to Umpara.
Ah, yes. That.
Why didn't you tell the truth?
How could I? We were young and stupid. We went out in secret. The entire town hailed me as a hero the moment I stepped onto shore. I had overcome the Leviathan.
That's no excuse. Do you realize how much Thirdborn looks up to you?
With everyone celebrating, I couldn't bear to tell them that I wasn't the warrior Thirdborn thought I was. That I couldn't save her. From the moment I stepped off that boat, I stopped being Keipo the man. I was only the Leviathan Slayer.
That's why you really trapped the ruins so no one would find out.
Yes. I hid everything I'd taken in the hunt within the ruins. Once people heard about it, they thought I had other hidden treasures. But adventurers started thieving, looking for gods know what, and I set up traps to stop them. The heart is the only thing I have left of her. So, what will you do now? Reveal my shame to the town? To my Nakai?
You should. Thirdborn deserves to know.
Ah, this must be the god's justice then. Maybe it's what I deserve after all these years. So, the heart?
Chico told me you wanted to end your life.
Damn that child to the depths! They were never supposed to know. I have the dream scourge. I'm starting to feel it in my bones.
Yes. So it is the dream scourge, is why your journal stopped making sense.
Damn your prying eyes! Oh, my senses must really be going if I didn't notice you snooping around my things.
Yeah, it's literally like right over there in the direction you're facing.
Tremors that weren't there before. But the worst are the dreams. Sand swallowing Thirdborn. A garden, vines eating at old ruins. People say the dream scourge is a soul plague. I'm no fool. It's in my head, eating away at me. I saw it at the gates of Thirdborn. People go mad. They kill their kin. I don't want to hurt Chico. I'd hoped to go out quietly, but my Nakai is smart. I didn't realize they'd uncovered my plan.
Why not go out fighting?
I can't bear to hurt another
Dream
person
scourge.
I love. Not like Umpara. Not again. I want to die as myself. On my own terms.
I wonder if that line is different if you
Hasn't this
don't find
place
his
seen
journal.
enough death? You gotta seize every moment you're given, oh man. You owe that much to Chico. You gotta give him more of a goodbye than this.
Hell yeah, Kai!
Let the man die. Making him live with the Dream Scourge is far worse.
That's a fair point, Marius. We have to do something about him having the Dream Scourge, but I don't know that giving him the heart is the right choice. He's still lucid, and if people are aware he has the Dream Scourge, they can take measures. Let's not give him the heart.
You can't! Damn you!
I respect your choice, but I can't be a part of it.
Oh, this path can only end badly for Chico. Maybe the rest of Thirdborn too. You may have doomed us all! Ah, hero of Thirdborn, I'm nothing but a helpless, unstable man.
He writhes as we writhe, yet he lives. How could life bring him pain?
Because of what you're fucking doing.
Good luck, godlike. You'll need it.
Envoy. Thirdborn is strong enough to survive the truth. They deserve it.
I know you just talked to my uncle. You didn't give him the heart, did you?
It's right here with me.
Thank the gods.
I'm Hajime with the Tiranui. Chico said there was something about a Leviathan heart. And their uncle Keipo, they said he was planning something terrible. That's all they gave me to go on.
He wanted to take his own life with it. Chico stepped in to prevent that.
Gods, Keipo's fallen a lot farther than I thought.
I think after everything, the heart still belongs in Thirdborn.
Oh, good. Always wanted a desiccated heart when I was growing up. Anything else?
Keipo hasn't told the truth about the Leviathan. He didn't kill it himself.
What?
Here's his journal as evidence. Thirdborn should know the truth.
I see. The townsfolk won't be happy to know the truth, but I guess after all this time, they're owed it. Chico, Envoy.
Thank you. I mean it. I'm sorry my uncle is sick. But I'm not sorry, I know. I'll spend as much time with him as I can.
That he's not just sick, it's the Dream Scourge.
What?
He wanted to die before he turned. He was trying to keep you safe.
No. No, that's not possible. Even if it were, there must be a way to stop it.
There isn't. We have to respect his choice no matter how we feel about it. God. I so wish we had found some kind of way to cure people, and I'm so afraid that I'm gonna make all these choices, and then in the end find out that there was a cure all along. But I do respect his choice.
So you want me to give up? Gods. I just feel so helpless. I don't want him to suffer. I don't want him to have the heart. I want the one thing I can't have. For him to be all right. You don't have to say anything. I'm sorry. I guess I should help you in some way. Here.
Whoa!
Take my uncle's armor. He meant it for me, but I'm not using it.
You may need to.
Maybe he can give it a new story. I should go see him now.
You never like seeing a good kid getting bad news.
I'll see you along the wheel soon.
Alright, so he just gave us a whole fucking set. Let's see. Storm Dancer scale. 5% chance to avoid range damage, don't care about that. 30% resistance to shock accumulation. I don't really get hit with that much. Scale is lighter than breastplate. I don't want to break it. Alright. Ability cast speed. Power attacks deal bonus shock damage. That's 8%. This is 10%. So this is, I think this is just a straight upgrade for me. It also looks very similar. It's just the same thing but more. Alright, first downing these metal tip boots causes a pins and needles sensation in one's feet and legs, quickly fades into the background, moving with sudden. Swiftness causes a sensation to come back with a vengeance. While uncomfortable, the static charge that imbues your body with is undeniably useful in a fight. I don't know, it doesn't seem that great. Those boots look better than I expected from the image, honestly. Alright, we'll put that away. Put that away. Put that away. Numerous tassels and small trinkets dangle from this worn scale armor. How does it, oh wow, that is not pretty. That is not pretty. Numerous tassels and small trinkets dangle from this worn scale armor. They remain oddly unaffected by the wind, no matter how powerfully it blows. The only time these tassels and trinkets get tossed about by gales is when they arise from the armor itself. Sudden gales will sometimes burst forth from the armor just in time to alter the trajectory of an incoming arrow or bullet, causing the missile to instead miss the wearer. Through an ancient method that was lost with Ukaizo's disappearance, a wind blight was bound to this armor by an elder storm speaker of the Huana. Though the blight is mostly docile, it still seeks to escape every now and again, causing uncomfortable but otherwise harmless electrical jolts to harass the armor's wearer. That sounds really annoying and awful to wear. Put that away. I don't want to break it down. It's too much symbolic meaning or whatever. Sky Mother's Punishment. Plus 10% shock damage on this really fucking cool looking ring that I would love to own in like real life. But don't particularly care about in this game. Jagged lines that evoke thoughts of lightning and storms are etched into the silver ring. While in tempestuous conditions, these lines glow with a faint blue light, and small, harmless jolts of electricity occasionally burst forth from the ring. Sounds very cool and very thematic for anyone who really likes shock damage. I really like shock damage, but 10% is not enough to take up a ring slot. That is just factual. Let's stash that in camp. And stash that in camp. And stash that in camp. Heart of the Leviathan is a trinket. Slowly drains your health but gives you 20% attack damage. So they gave it back to me? At first appears to be a large stone is in fact the massive calcified heart of a Leviathan, colossal whale-like predators that have been said to create whirlpools to pull entire ships down into their waiting maws. Though it has been here for decades, there's still a very faint warmth to the heart when your adrenaline begins to rise. Fury and rage of the Leviathan imbues you with great strength, but not without cost. Alright, so. Journal. Yeah, we need to go back to... Ooh. Get out of here, bug. Still looking to hear about that. Anyways, we need to change zones, it would appear. We're at 3 hours. Hi, Tonks. What you doing? Alright, where is the Sanza? Oh, okay. Thanks. How are you doing? Unspent ability points. Oh right, I forgot I leveled up. I was so distracted. Oh yeah. This spell. Deal bleed accumulation. Can pierce through multiple enemies. Spiders in the aura grow to enormous size. We have seen this tip so many times. It even comes up as a thing in conversations. It's like, spider? It's like, yeah, I know what a spider is. You didn't invent this thing. It's not a fantasy creature.
We will remember, head boy.
I need to kick that guy's ass. Fuck that stick guy.
Don't forget to dust your shoes off.
Number of wanderers been busy of late, no surprises there. People turn to the gods in times of hardship. Hardship is the one thing we have in abundance. Poor Illaway, she must be working long hours. I haven't seen her leave the temples in days. Oh, that was just a clue about how the resistance is basing themselves there. I wonder how you're supposed to get... Aha!
Welcome to our shrine, envoy. Woedica. She's gotten a lot more popular since your people arrived. Envoy, what is it?
I just thought one of you might know where I can find pieces of the totem.
Gilardi. I'd heard the godlike had come to Paradise. Come in.
Took of Ioni Brother and offerings during the construction of Paradise's walls. Builders discovered a sinkhole where a small piece of Ioni Brother, the fallen moon, came to rest thousands of years ago. It was surrounded by coins and other valuables dropped by ancient settlers. Superstitious relevance they held for the moon rock remains a mystery. Many of the early Paradise citizens voiced concerns about unearthing the treasure trove, fearful that an act of irreverence would anger dormant spirits. Nevertheless, the pieces were given a place of honor at the Emporium to commemorate the history of the settlement. No spiritual disturbance has been recorded in relation to this moon rock, though it does have an unusual affinity for spiders, which is of sovereign point. See, this is probably where we want to go to buy a map for the pieces of the shrine. Jewelry, precious stones, and iron ingots recovered from the mining settlements of Sovereign Point. The fate of the original settlers remains unknown. The Longhouse had a prepared feast of meat, mushrooms, and cheeses, ruling out starvation as the cause of abandonment. Some believe the settlers succumbed to the madness of isolation, though others dismiss this as speculative. All of it is speculative. What the fuck else would you do? The riches of their mine were not originally intended for historical preservation, but no one would trade in the artifacts for fear of their curse. Left, Firecrown, a hardy cave dweller from Galawain's tusks, parasitic to insects, despite its appearance, unremarkable to eat. However, the Pargrunan claim that it enhances stamina, and they often consume it before battles or long journeys. Enjoys considerable popularity among young warriors for this reason. Right, Marrow Sponge. Fruits in autumn and winter beneath deciduous trees, a windfall to Valian traders who brought it to the republics and made it a culinary trend among the nobility. Best enjoyed with garlic cream sauce on a full-bodied red. The last one's going to be a Dirin, isn't it? Front Mequin's skirt. Unique among living lands fungi for its lack of exclusivity to the terrain. Explorers from the Deerwood recognized it immediately and is known as Nanakettle to travelers from the Ixamiddle Plains. I guess Deerwood is sort of Dirin, isn't it? Thrives on tree chunks throughout the region, though the matter of how it came, either to the living lands or from it, remains a mystery. Alright, Firecrown, Marrow Sponge, Mequin Skirt. I don't see the third one. I only see two in there. Colorful fungi. Cletida, a grassland mushroom named by the Pargrunan for its resemblance to their buckwheat cakes. Though common in the early recipes of Solace Keep, it has become a delicacy due to the inhospitable terrain. Chewy when cooked, imparts an unexpected meaty taste. Xaurip goblet, found throughout the living lands, especially in winter and early spring along forest floors. Locals report that when dried and ground, they stanch bleeding, and many explorers carry the powder to treat minor wounds. Wowl's bud, native to the riverbeds of New Cloakland, the source of as much controversy as its kith neighbors. Some naturalists revere it as a powerful hallucinogen, others report no effect. This researcher questions the standards of their experiments. It's a bit rude. I'm also only seeing two in there. Taxidermy Sporling. A young Sporling preserved, donated by the Wardens of Solace, believed to be either a worker or a very small warrior. This Sporling lived decades ago in a cave in Galawain's tusks. It would have spent its life either carrying heavy objects or brutally attacking the knees of its foes. Here it stands among the fungus of its natural habitat.
I hope whoever stuffed that covered their nose and mouth.
Exotic fungi, plucked from the fertile lands of Emerald Stair. Witch's hair, a strange fungus contained both spores and a light venom meant to deter predators and paralyze insects and small animals, which would then decompose into nutrition for the fungus itself, often crushed and combined with sulfur to create witch mash, a yellow-green paste often used in small doses to remove wrinkles from under the eyes of the wealthy and vain. Magron's torch, seen often in caves near volcanic activity. This ovoid fungus holds small spines inside its bellows-like body. When squeezed, these spikes penetrate the outer membrane and release spores, causing immense pain that could be described as burning, and literally burn things. Delicious when properly prepared. And the spines, once carefully removed, can be used as sewing needles or artistic implements. Blood pipe. Despite the deadly sounding name, blood pipe is quite harmless unless crushed and mixed with boiling salted water. The resulting broth, while delicious, will render a Dulkith senseless within a few moments. The godless were believed to use this soup in controlled doses to induce hallucinations or to relax the mind, but the correct recipe for safe mixture is yet to be discovered. Deadly fungi. Harvested from Galawain's tusks. Left. Ascension of multitudes. Beneath this fungus's... Yeah, that is a dramatic name. Beneath this fungus's rather dramatic name lies a simple fact. To touch it with bare skin is to invite crippling pain and death. Believed to have been used in ritual mass suicide in Galawain's tusks. The fungus gives off a scent similar to that of rye berries and sage in hopes of luring a victim, which collapses upon contact with the fungus and provides ongoing nourishment for its offspring. Widow's Tear, found throughout the living lands, but seen most often in the caves of Galawain's tusks. Widow's Tear contains a venom that is harmless if ingested, but potentially deadly if used as an injected poison. That's weird. Often found growing near shallow graves or exposed carcasses. It contains a foul-smelling liquid that can be used as a source of water depending on one's desperation. That sounds nasty. Blue feather brush, nearly identical to the much less deadly witch's hair fungus. The blue feather brush can only be identified by the slightly earthy aroma it exudes when harvested. Mere contact with the skin is harmless, but inhaling the fungus's earthy aroma, even in small doses, can cause shortness of breath, tightness in the chest, and difficulty in maintaining conscious thought. Those stricken by this condition often find themselves stumbling toward cliffs, caves, and small bodies of water, where they collapse and provide nourishment for the fungus in its new location. Ingestion leads to an incredible sense of euphoria, followed by a slow but inevitable death. Oh my god. Oh, why is there so many things? I have to read about them. Godless pottery. A flat bowl, urn, plant pot or shitten bucket, small bottle used to hold perfume and incense, pitcher, possibly used for juices or oils, ancient carafe, unadorned with decoration, likely used in day-to-day cooking.
Wouldn't want...
Ceremonial urn used for transporting liquids or possibly the ashes of the dead. Small vessels for containing and pouring liquids for healing and recreational purposes. Flat bowl.
To mix your communal meals bowl with your ashes of the dead bowl.
Yep. Spy's tools. Tools of a Valiant courtesan and spy caught hiding in Paradise. A small dagger made to be hidden beneath clothing. A bundle of sage for disguising scent. A brass plate worn out of clothing to protect from stabbing attacks. A container of powder, often blush, may also be used to carry powder-based poisons. A jewelry box used to store jewelry as well as secret implements and messages. An ornate music box believed to have been a gift from the spy's target. Rumored mysteries surround the Archmage Council Hout, an undead wizard of unmatched power. During a gathering of the Circle of Archmagi, Council Hout is said to have offered his peers a drink from his chalice of immortality. Archimere instead gave the goblet to one of his imps, who died on the spot. From that day forth, Council Hout was disinvited from the Circle's annual winter feast. He resented it until his dying day. When he rose after death, he resented it still. His chalice and journals are on loan from the Archmage Tane, who said he would come back for them soon, several years ago. Council Hout's journals are nothing but vulgar rants. Reader beware. Claviger Belden's armor. This armor was worn by Claviger Belden during the dank spore outbreak of 2748 AI when a bloom of spores infested Dawnshore and threatened to overtake the city. Belden rallied the militia to burn out the colony and restore order, though he fell in the final battle. The walls were later reinforced, the militia trained in the suppression of hostile fungus. While the armor has been thoroughly cleaned of spores, the Emporium kindly asked that visitors appreciated it at a safe distance. On the provenance and ruination of Nekataka's old city. Excerpt from a lecture given for the annual convention of the Academy of Architectural Historians in Adir. Close examination by learned parties suggests that Nekataka is significantly older than it might at first appear. We take as our example the separating wound in the city side, which locals most charmingly refer to as the gullet. On its face, it is not considerably different from your average slum. Indeed, it contains all that one might expect of such a place: desperate poverty, wrenching hunger, of tavern fare brimming with miscreants, And a flourishing criminal culture. Of course, it has its own unique offering as well, a towering pile of garbage dumped into the district from the more affluent neighborhoods above it. It is, in every sense, abominable. The Huana leadership should be ashamed. But I digress. Far more interesting than the caste stratifications among the Huana are the bones their city is built upon, for beneath the gullet lies a vast cavern littered with the remains of an ancient city. Referred to simply as the Old City by the denizens of Nekataka, this sunken metropolis is notable for two reasons. The Old City's architecture is markedly different in style, form, and apparent use from the architecture of modern Nekataka, and there is no readily available explanation for the Old City's destruction that has not already been considered and discounted by those inclined to study it. My peers here in the Academy and beyond believe that the Old City's destruction is clearly the fault of the region's energetic volcanism and subsequent tectonic rumblings. I would caution against grasping at such easy solutions, however. Consider the following. The Huana have lived in the region for thousands of years. Earthquakes are no more a surprise to them than they are the archipelago's daily soaking rains. None in Aora match their sheer creativity and expertise in building to withstand these events. Moreover, for all their flexibility in building construction, the Huana's tastes have proven to be remarkably stable over time, showing a clear preference for designs that mimic the rhythm and shapes of the natural world. The Old City shows none of these things. Indeed, what remains was constructed primarily of stone-cut and austere blocks, and the buildings are arranged in a manner not dissimilar from those prevalent in the Grithin ruins that dot the landscape. With those 2 points in mind, does it not seem prudent to ask whether the Old City is Huana in origin, and if it is not, who built it, and finally what destroyed it? Alright. Animancer's Lantern, Valian Trading Company. Animancy is the art of channeling souls into the inventions for the betterment of society. With a careful application of copper and Adra, Animancers can achieve wondrous results. This naval lantern is fitted with the shard of luminous Adra from the Deadfire Archipelago, and was once mounted on the Valian Trading Company galleon Amo di Spirente. How it washed up on the shores of the living lands is a mystery. The Adra has long since depleted and will never shine again. The Emporium would like to remind visitors that the use of animancy is strictly forbidden in Paradise. Unidentified experimental revenant. In 2828 AI, a two-headed revenant shambled out of the wilderness and settled in the outskirts of Dawnshore. Many attempts were made to put down the creature, but eventually the local militia resolved against sending any more soldiers to be devoured. Hunters recovered the remains, starved after a freezing winter. It was in possession of a third head, identity unknown. A shard of Adra was found sticking out of the revenant's chest. The hunters also reported finding a strange collar and bell, but this artifact was never officially catalogued. Fior Mes Averno has disavowed any knowledge of the revenant.
Not sure why there's a plaque for that. Skeleton with two heads seems pretty self-explanatory.
I agree. Xaurip skull and foul legs. Judging by the dentition and size of the cephalic crest, the Xaurip died in late adolescence or early adulthood. Its partial remains were uncovered in the far west of Dawnshore, not far from the ruins of a large tribal settlement. The accompanying shells were found with the skull, but are too small to be Xaurip eggs. It is more likely that they belonged to local avian life, and the Xaurip had been eating them around the time of his death. No ceremonial objects or grave goods were excavated in the area, supporting the theory that the Xaurip perished by accident. Fulvano's adventuring gear. Grappling hooks, hammers, and axes are among many of the tools carried by adventurers who brave the wild frontier of the Living Lands. The set was found at the bottom of a canyon, hurled in anger by the Valian explorer Fulvano shortly before he gave up on his expedition of the Living Lands. They said they set sail for the eastern reach and never returned. Skeleton of Edsil the Sightless. Edsil the Sightless was a watcher who spent his life in a remote wilderness hut. Blind from birth, Edsil navigated the world with the help of spirits lighting his path. Edsil was rumored to have walked the entire island untouched from shore to shore. He is the only hermit in the Living Lands known to have died from natural causes. The Emporium honors his memory by displaying him in quiet dignity. Decapitation was not the cause of death, but one of several mishaps during transport of the remains, which should serve as a reminder to secure a coffin when going around a sharp mountain pass. Lovely. Cartographer's Guild Volume 2, in a turn of events that was unprecedented just a few short years ago, Andre's mortar has subsided. The possibilities of exploration that arise from this event are staggering. We at the Cartographer's Guild look forward to what the beloved Expedition Corps discovers when they inevitably turn their attention to whatever awaits beyond the seas. Ooh. In the meantime, the Corps will be busy as the Empire solidifies a foothold in the Living Lands. Possibility of being able to finally map this untamed wilderness, this fierce frontier, probably stirs the heart of even the youngest apprentice cartographer. As always, we stand ready to put to paper all that our illustrious nation discovers at the behest of our emperor. Long may he reign. Ancient Evil Spittoon. This artifact is believed to be a ceremonial spittoon used by the godless, the earliest known settlers of the Living Lands. What dark rites were committed in the shadows of these time-haunted edifices, what foul humors were expelled into the orifice of this unholy relic, what malevolent spirit rose up from its fetid mouth, vibrating with evil intent. The Emporium would like to apologize for the baroque and speculative description. This is an ordinary lamp, nothing more. We will retain the plaque in its original state as a cautionary example of what happens to scholars with more imagination than reason. Alright, I was wondering why that was so fucking weird. Oh, we are almost done. Nasi Talk Poetry, a compilation. There's no compulsion, it's not needed. Something pulls. White winds are past my vision. It's weird. Fierce eyes watch me as I move. They'll track my steps. Silent companion. Search. Snow falls. It cold. White. I travel. I can no longer stop. A true compulsion forms. The need drives me on. Alright. Travel forever. Poem. Okay then. Hey, Sanza. I've never met you.
You're the one who survived the assassin's arrow as well, aren't you?
As well?
Did your god revive you? Did you gaze upon the wheel itself? I must know.
Don't worry. Sanza loves his curios, but he won't stuff you for display until you're actually dead.
I had a bewildering dream, that's all I can tell you.
Ah, it's terrible when I cannot make sense of my dreams. If the gods send you a message, they could at least be clear about it. But I apologize. Everyone must be asking you such things. Can I interest you in my artifacts? Or one of my maps?
Yes, but... apparently I know you. You mapped the Deadfire.
Ho ho! So you are familiar with my work? It's a pleasure to meet one as cultured as you. It was arduous work, but I couldn't have done it without help. Speaking of which, I hired a team of colleagues, you see, to help me cover the area. Except they vanished.
They leave notes behind. I found these when I was out exploring.
Let me see. That is Fletcher's handwriting. Good. It seems the pages are intact. These are Wilfrith's. He left for Shatterscarp over a month ago. It's a start, but the other assistants are still out there somewhere. It'd be a real help to me if you could find the rest. I'll pay you for every set of notes that you bring back. I don't let hard work go unrewarded. I sent one of my assistants to document each region. You might start by checking the bounty boards. Their names should be on there. Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you?
I have. What about it?
Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? A human, about my height. His name is Geirmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him. If you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you.
For assistant Geirmund missing in the wilds of Dawnshore, reward will be offered for the return of Geirmund's cartographic notes. Below his last correspondence posts to provide clues to his whereabouts. Please report I've made it to Usher's hand intact. I sense we've overestimated how far we can safely explore. We could outfit an entire expeditionary force with the bandits I've encountered on the main road alone. Nearly spent my whole purse bribing my way out of scrapes. Think I used to gripe about the Principi. Never again. Anyway, here now, set up camp in the cavern while I scout the ruins. I wonder whether anyone in the wayward throng of Paradis is an expert on dead languages. What are we calling the ancients anyway? Godless? Not much of a name. You think on it and I'll transcribe. Hope I'm not writing down any curses. Okay, you.
You're back. What have you found?
That I want to buy a map. He's selling something. Well. Fragments of the scales, that's what I want. Golden crown, stolen gem can be found in the Emporium. Dwarven halls beneath mountain shroud, the strangler's justice can still be found overlooking booths where goods are sold. The balcony leads to order's hold, below death grips so icy and cold. Await ancient oaths cast in gold, beneath the amethyst light on high, the shining plague shall sail eye. Top the aisle. of wicked outlaws flicker golden flames of a glorious cause. Damn it. Okay, so we got a quest that we totally missed here. So. Oh, okay, it shows which is which. Good, good. The golden crown, still and gem can be found in the Emporium. This is the Emporium. Bug! Stop!
Nice drum. More of a flute man myself.
I understand a curious spirit, but I promise that region is well mapped.
Aha! Notes on the trinket recovered near the eastern ruins. Sacred object, but to whom? Iconography suggests Woedica. Very old, perhaps from first Adarian settlers. Did Adarian ships land here centuries earlier than we thought? Curious implications for historical record. Definitely incomplete, though. Part of a larger relic. More fragments in the area. Warm to the touch. Enchanted. Valuable.
You won't find any treasures that way.
I found what I'm looking for. Something about booths. Overlooking booths where goods are sold. This balcony leads to orders hold. Which means we want to be in the lower city. High Market Gate, that's what we want.
The Adherents have come quietly. They will not take us by.
That quest should be super fast and easy. I mean, it's way low level. I just want to, this matches the description. Can I deal with that for me, will you?
Ready, aim.
Oh, hi.
That's another piece of that Woedica.
We make a good squad.
Well then, we just need to come downstairs. Used to get wagons of ore from Sovereign Point every month, now a year of silence. Either mine dried up or something happened to the settlement. I believe the Emporium had a thing about that. Either way, I can't stay in business like this. Turns out I'm the only one getting nervous. A lot of the outposts inland have gone quiet. Plague, disappearances, creatures gone mad. Everyone's heard the rumors, but no one's got the answers. This can't go on. We rely on each other for essentials. Unless something changes, we're gonna die out here. Well, y'all can use this building for something else, because it clearly hasn't been used in a long time. Now, I've got a quest to quickly knock out here. It's interesting, I found all the ones that were outside the city, but there were 2 inside the city.
That cartographer mentioned this spot in their letter. Let's take a look around.
Yep. I never realized why this place was called Usher's Hand. I was just like, yeah, it's a hill. Huh. Anyways, something cave. The lines end outside the ruins. It says it's there somewhere. But the ruins are east, and you can't tell east from west, so maybe you just went the other way.
Well, I've seen it all, except that. I've never seen exactly that.
Wow, he was right outside. Oh! Oh! A pillar fell on him. And smashed just his head. Very unfortunate luck.
You're back. What have you found?
Geirmund is dead. Here's his map.
I warned Geirmund about those Xaurips. It was Xaurips, wasn't it?
Nope.
On second thought, don't tell me. Please, keep searching. I'm sure the others will turn up soon. Have you been to the bathhouse? I'm too busy myself, but I'm told it's a taste of old Spirento.
All right. Huh. I never turned that other quest in. Well, shit, man. I think maybe, perhaps, perhaps, whatever, we might want to finish the totem from this zone. Yes, kitty, I will feed you soon. That might be the thing we do next. But I think, that's... Yeah, the only Dawnshore quests I have left are restoring that totem at a camp, and so effectively it's already done, and finding someone to forge the star metal, which presumably is done in a different zone.
Thank the gods you weren't there when it happened. Thank them.
Where are you hanging out? Oh, there you are.
I can smell the flames. We must pray for the people of Fjord.
Yep.
May I help you?
I found St. Widewind's reliquary.
You did? To think a godlike would deliver this back to me. I feel blessed, truly. Wherever he is, Eothas smiles on you.
I found the thief's journal too. This was an ordinary robbery.
Wait, are you suggesting he stole it for some purpose?
Yes. After what Eothas did to his family, you're lucky he didn't kill you too.
Are you accusing Eothas of murder? How could you say such a thing? I'd heard the rumors that he walked among us, but to think the God of Light could be to blame for such horrors. No, it's beyond belief.
Agents of violence. They cloak themselves in warmth and light and spread like wildfire.
Oh, you're so good, Sapadal. Why are you so invested in Aethys being benevolent?
He cannot reign over both hope and cruelty. This is not the way.
The gods are just as flawed as us.
Then why do we worship them? What do they give us if not qualities to aspire to? I find myself lost, godlike. I look at this relic now and I wonder whether all my years of service were a waste.
I'd keep it, but remember why people have lost their faith in Aethys.
I will. I pity my own suffering when I should learn from it instead. I'll pray for the thief's absolution. If not in this life, then maybe the next. Thank you for telling me all this.
It's a shame this had to happen. Some war wounds never heal.
Alright, now that's all that's left to do. Let's go to the camp. And leave myself a note about how we are interested in restoring totems. To remind myself why I am in a lower level zone. Oh.
Are you certain? I know what I sensed. I am beyond all doubt. A source of essence? In the living lands? Impossible. I felt the flutter of Audra. There was no mistaking it. I followed it, but a mist blinded me. I could not proceed. A vein separate from ours? I cannot explain it any other way. An ill wind blows through Aora if any of what you say is true.
This is actually so cool and exciting! Sapadal lore from other god totems.
It may not be hostile. Its existence is hostile. Please, I've considered this with care. Think of the kith who live there. Always just beyond our reach. I assume nothing. I will not rest until I learn the truth of this. If we cannot bring it to light, we all may be at stake.
Not bad. A little art to brighten up the camp.
Holy shit! All of a sudden, Ludwig's crusade makes a lot more sense. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so.
Marius, could I examine your soul?
Oh, no. You'll use none of that spooky soul business on me.
But I promised to be gentle.
What are you even looking for?
Nothing. Anything. I'm sure I'll know when I find it.
And so will the rest of us.
Don't you trust me?
You? Sure. It's all the animancy I have trust problems with.
I'll try not to take that personally. Suit yourself. You have an inquisitive mind. I respect that.
I think she wanted to talk.
If you ever feel your education is missing something, I'd be happy to teach you what I know. All you have to do is ask.
I'm ready to learn.
Excellent. The Imperial Court taught you well, but I suspect there were gaps in what they call an education. If there's anything you've been dying to learn from an Animancer, now is the time.
Intelligence or resolve? Or constitution? Want to learn about how you stand up for yourself with an ironclad wheel, or no. Tell me about how an Animancer sharpens their mind to decipher the spiritual world.
Unfortunately, that can take a lifetime. It's the sad reality of our work. But I'll give you the short version.
Smart, smart, smart,
Now,
smart,
let's
smart,
begin.
smart, smart, smart.
You drifted off for a moment. Were you paying attention?
Yes.
Really? What's the last thing I said?
I don't know, there was a cutscene. You drifted off for a moment. Were you paying attention?
Well, aren't you the clever one?
I sure am.
No harm done,
I'm
of
the
course.
smarterest.
I don't mind if you catch a few winks. Besides, a little nap is good for the soul. I slept through my share of lectures, and look how I turned out. That's all I have to teach you for now. I'll chime in if anything else comes to mind. If I must.
Hooray, more smarts. Yeah, it's just right here. Yep. Alright, that was actually a really cool, exciting thing for finishing that totem that I did not expect. I just wanted to finish the Woedica one because, you know, I'm using it. That is interesting god lore. I'm really excited about that, actually, because it tells me that if I find all these other totem pieces from other gods, I may get more insight on Sapadal, and Sapadal is the big mystery, so that's exciting. It's a reason to care more about these gods that I know so little about. Hi, kitty. How you doing? Yep, I know. You want to be fed. And I've gone almost 4 hours, but not quite 4 hours. Not quite 4 hours. Yes, yes. Meow. You heard it here. Meow. Anyways, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Next time we shall search for those other totems. Goodbye!